Hi, welcome in. This is Stars Forever Tarot, and today this messages are for the sign of Sagittarius. This is a reading for Sagittariuses, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for taking the time out of your day, first of all, to watch this video. Hopefully, you like, share, and subscribe. And the focus of this reading today is about the Scorpio lunar eclipse that we all just experienced on May 15 and 16, depending on where you are in the world. I wanted to talk about it because eclipses bring abrupt sudden change, and if you're familiar with astrology, the south node in Scorpio has been fully activated because it wasn't just a lunar eclipse, guys, it was a super blood moon also. So eclipses are about abrupt sudden change, and then with that being in the sign of Scorpio, it also is about death and rebirth and things that need to fall away, things that no longer serve for our highest good in our life, in any aspect of our lives. It's I like to compare this to the Tower card in the tarot. It's like I feel like everyone's ass just got lit on fire, and now we all gotta deal with it. But just know it's okay. So if you're not familiar with tarot, I just want to say the Tower card usually shows, a tower that's on fire, and there's two people like hopping out, right? And I think I'm not mistaken, one of those people's dresses, like I'm talking about the basic Rider-Waite tarot, they're like the piece of their clothing is on fire too. Like everyone's on fire and they're jumping out because if not, they're gonna die, right? But where did that fire start from? It shows a lightning hitting the tower. And where does lightning come from? From above, right? It's divinely orchestrated. So what I'm trying to tell you here, Sagittarius, this is a message specifically for you guys. Spirit has been watching you, is watching your situation. They're always watching us, right? Our spirit guides, our angels, our ancestors, our passed on loved ones, like they're always watching, and they can see things that we don't see, especially when it pertains to our lives. And whether you know it or not, there's so much people that we have on the other side that play a big role in our lives in protecting us and guiding us and giving us our ideas to better our lives. And when the Tower card hits, just know it's because they've been watching for a while, and they, like I said, they know things and see things that we can't, right, in this 3D physical world. And when they strike down that lightning rod on that tower of yours and force you out, it's because you needed it. You needed that push. You needed to be set on fire, literally, to get you to where you gotta go. Because whether you realize it or not, wherever you were staying at in that position, you were suffering. You were either suffering, not happy. There's no matter how much it seems like life is good and things are working out, there's always like that missing void in yourself that you just constantly carry that feeling of something's missing. And when you get gifted, I think it's a gift, that Tower card, because it's like, it's usually you're at that point where you don't even know what to do either. You're just like, what the fuck do I do? And usually people stay in their situations because it's a comfort zone. That's all they've known for so long, right? And you're just like, well, I've dealt with it this long, might as well deal with it more. No. But you're suffering, you're not happy, and no one should do that. And change is inevitable. And I feel like Sagittarius, lady, you guys may have been resistant to change, and that's why this message is coming out for you guys. And but really, they're asking you to, come on, you guys. Sagittarius is known as the good luck zodiac sign, and it's just, you need to apply yourself. You need to really, instead of trying to forget your problems, right? you really need to sit back and assess. Really need to think about it. Really need to, is this really making me happy? Is this really what serves me? Is this what's gonna help me get ahead in life? You know, and I feel like Sag, maybe the reason why I'm getting these messages for you guys in the beginning of the reading already, it's just I think maybe you guys are one of the signs that's gonna be affected greatly because of the lunation that we just experienced. It's, look, everyone's going to experience it on some level. It doesn't matter what sign you are, but I think Sagittarius is, you guys have a little hard time adjusting to sudden change. And so excuse me. So in my reading today, what I'm gonna pull is 3 cards for the soul journey lessons. And the question I'm asking today pretty much for everyone is, what does our soul need to know right now? You know, following the lunation that we just had. And then I'll pull 3 cards from here, follow it by tarot. Just to clarify each card, I'm gonna pull 3 moonology decks. 3 moonology cards, and then follow it with 1 more oracle to end the reading. Okay, Sagittarius, I just want to say again, thank you for being here. And just know that luck, like I said, Sag, you guys are pretty lucky. You know, Jupiter is your, I'm a Pisces, so we actually, I like to say I donated I donated Jupiter to you guys. So now in the modern zodiac, modern astrology, Neptune is the ruler of Pisces, but no, originally it was the ruler of Jupiter was the ruler of Pisces, and now it's Sagittarius is, now it's Sagittarius, but let's just say we share the good luck planet, and it's all about expansion and growth. And Sag, there's no one better than you that can do that, honestly. Okay, so let's get started. Let's see what you need to know right now. What does the Sagittarius soul need to know right now? Okay, we're gonna take that one. I hope you guys are all doing good. I mean, if you are one of those Saggies that are experiencing some BS right now, don't worry, okay? You're gonna be okay. Everyone's always gonna be okay. You just gotta assess the situation. You can't run from it, you know? You gotta face it head on. Like, I mean, you can run from it if you want, but a favorable outcome is not going to be, or the outcome you think you should have is not going to happen because, you know, you've been avoiding it. Okay. Okay, let's pull tarot card. Thank you again, Saggies, for being here. I know it was kind of like all the other zodiac signs I did, your guys' message came out like straight away, like, and it's anything I see on this channel, you guys, it's on this, you know, it's only to help us. Okay, this is a no judgment zone. Like, I'm not sitting here like, oh, I'm a tarot reader, I know better than everyone, I'm better than, no, it's none of that. It's, this channel, I built it to help everyone learn and grow and enlighten through my gifts. This is what it's about, you know. This is adulting, guys, you know, like straight up. One more. You know, being honest with yourself and realizing that no one is perfect, and we always can work on ourselves and be a better person every day. Okay. Okay, Sag. Your first card out is denial. And it says, I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Awareness and assessment. Okay? I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with insight and awareness. Look, everyone gets insecure, okay? And I know Saggies, insecurity is a big one, okay? You can be in denial about it, but everyone gets insecure, and fear is a false experience appearing to be real. And denial, you know, it's so funny because I kept saying, like, oh, running from your problems or whatever, and like being in denial. I mean, okay, I'm not trying to make fun of drug addicts, right? Okay, I've done drugs. Everyone's, I've been there, done that, okay? But it's so funny because it kind of reminds me of, like, what did he say when you're, the first sign of a drug addict is denial or some shit. I don't know why I'm getting that, but it's just, it's hey, if you want to carry that fat elephant with you everywhere and it's always going to pop up in the room and only you can see it every single time, that's up to you. That's mental torment. And then, like, underneath, okay, so your tarot card to clarify, the denial card is the Ten of Swords. Okay, Saggies, like, this is the end. Like, if you okay, Ten of Swords, you can see there's 10 swords, and usually, okay, in the regular tarot, the guy is like face down on the ground with the swords in his back, you know. She's okay, she's been punctured, guys, but she's still kind of like floating above it. And I feel like Saggy, being in denial, if you don't, it's like, okay, you see how she can kind of, she can, I think, okay, when I look at this, okay, you can see, like, she has some puncture wounds, like some of it went through, but she kind of still has a chance to live. The other guy and the other tarot deck, he's dead. he didn't look like he was going to survive that. And so what I'm saying is, if you can overcome denial, you still have a chance, okay? It's not the end. If there's some situation you've been in recently and you feel like that's it, fuck it, or whatever, but at the same time, you know, like, there's still that glimmer of hope, still that little chance, you know, that you can fix it, you should fix it. If you have if in anything, if you ever have that opportunity to fix something, Sagittarius, like, you should, okay? That's for everyone. You should. Why not fix it, make it right, so you don't have to be in mental torment about it? Because but it's always going to pop back up for years and years, and depending on how you confront it and deal with it and face it and fix it, right? And then, oh my god. Okay, you got the indecision card with the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is all about choices, okay? Making the right choice. And then with the indecision, it says, I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Hey, life is full of choices, and you know, we should be grateful you got seven choices. Most of the time it's like maybe 1, 2, 3 choices. You got 7. And with the indecision card, I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Spirit is asking you, like, okay, I think you had this for a while, and you kind of like lifted a little bit of that cup, lifted a little bit of this, just kind of, you're peeping in, but you haven't really made that choice yet, right? But it's kind of like, okay, how can I say this? Say you're going to a buffet and you're over there, it is, picking at everything but not really eating it. Or, you know what, that's not even a good way to say this. Oh, you know what's a good way? Using that same fork and you're like touching everything. And you know, you're like, for the next person, you're spoiling it, right? Like, dude, your germs are on everything now. What the hell? We all can't eat that anymore. And the longer you take to just make that decision, or let's just say the longer you take to decide what salad you're gonna eat, okay, there's like 7 different variety of salads. You stuck your fork in all of them, and a lot of people didn't appreciate that. And but it's like you if you take too long, all those freaking salads, those bomb ass salads you could have had, they're gonna turn brown and rot and spoil it, and then you're gonna get salmonella poisoning, and that's not fun, right, guys? So I'm sorry, Sag. I hope I made you guys laugh, but that's that vibe I'm getting off of the indecision and 7 of clubs. It's just, and you know, sometimes oh, okay, this is a message they're telling me right now. It's nice to have a variety, right? Like, you know how I was just saying in the beginning, like, oh well, you know, you got, most people only get 1, 2, 3 choices, and now you got 7, and you stuck your fork now. You know, and all the salads and shit. But at the same time, it's like, the more choices you have, sometimes it's not good in a way, because then you're gonna stay in that limbo of indecision, right? Because you're just like, well, that side is good too, and I like that one and that one, but like, you only can eat so much, and by the time you want to eat the other one's spoiled, right? So it's kind of like you need to narrow down your choices. Okay, pick the one you know in your soul is right for you, and then, you know, first things first, let's go from 7 to 3. Okay, now we're here looking at 3 of them. I'm like, okay, and then from there narrow it down to 2, and now you gotta think, if I was on a deserted island, which one do I want? Which one would be the best one for me? You can't take both, you gotta take one. Boom, there's your decision, right? You know, sometimes you just, it's nice, look, it's nice to have a lot, right? It's always nice to have a lot, but sometimes you really don't need a lot. You don't. You know, that's where being greedy stems in. Like, you don't need all that salad, right? Like I said, it's gonna spoil. I don't care, it's in the fridge. It's not gonna last forever, right? So, and it's, okay. Sad. You're like, this fucking tarot reader, yeah, and her salads. But the 3rd card is peace. And hey, we all need this, okay? Especially after the bullshit that you probably just experienced, Sagittarius is. You know, I mean, indecision does get stressful, right? It does get very stressful. I'm just saying, be grateful you had a lot of choices, but now we gotta pick one, okay? But peace. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energies. Yes, this is so important. It's so imperative, you know. And then it's being clarified by the Hermit card. So, I mean, where does peace come from? Within, right? The Hermit goes into their shell and self-reflect and assess their denial. You guys can get mad at me. You guys know I'm being freaking 100% real, you know, and I think this is the time for you to really, let's not focus so much on the external world. Let's focus a little bit more on the internal. You know, your self-worth, what you need to do to be a better person. Stop looking on the outside. Stop looking at others like, well, they're. No, like, it's not a tick for tat kind of thing. Like, okay, so you want to get caught in the wheel of karma? You want to keep, okay, you did this to me, so I want to do this to you. It just never ends, guys. And you'll never get peace by acting like that, you know? So let's pull 3 cards from the Moonology deck. We all should strive for peace. That is, I think, to me, that's the most valuable thing you can have, you know? Besides love, of course, which peace stems from. Anyway, Sagittarius, thank you so much for, if you're still watching this video, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really enjoyed doing this reading for you guys, and thank you in advance if you like, shared, and subscribed. Truly appreciate it. Why is it dark now on my screen? Oh, the candle went out. Okay. I was like, what happened? Let me pull 3 for you. One more shuffle, just a little bit more for you. A lot of people are pulling out this card too. Okay, it says a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. Damn, you fire signs. It's always fiery, always get some climax going on. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Everyone should be able to experience passion in their life, you know? In any way. And a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries, that's in October. Maybe something significant is happening for you guys in October. And then the second card is you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. And you know, what I was saying in the other previous videos was that there's a big emphasis on relationships right now, you know, with this eclipse. And then I just feel like, you know, whether it's ending relationships, starting new ones, or you're worried about the existing relationships, here's a confirmation, because this card's been coming up, that everyone, you and your loved ones are safe, okay? You and your loved ones are safe. Oh, and then you got North Node, step out of your comfort zone. Saggies, be confident, be bold, okay? Try new things, stop being creatures of habit. There's nothing wrong, okay? Like, I don't even know what it's not like to not try. And honestly, I mean, okay, Sagittarius is, if you guys have time, check out what is North and South Node. And I'm just seeing that the North and South Node have been fully activated as of right now, from the beginning of May to, and you know, the Scorpio lunar eclipse that we just experienced. So I feel like a lot of people, as a collective, as a whole, we're all stepping into a new life cycle. But Sagittarius, for you guys, especially the North Node, is popping up. I feel like you guys' life purpose is calling. Okay, it's unfamiliar territory, I know, but it's something we need to work on right now. And I feel like that's why the Hermit popped up with peace, because you gotta come to terms with yourself and know that everyone's gonna have an opinion, you know what I mean? And you can't worry what other people are gonna think, because they're not gonna be the ones paying your bills. So you know, it stems back down to insecurity, right? Like, oh, but I mean, trust me, everyone goes through it. I still go through it. I go through it right now doing these videos with you guys, like, but I knew this is part of my life purpose, and I definitely know that's which is your North Node, by the way. And this is very uncomfortable for me, but I'm doing it because I know this is part of it, and it's only going to benefit and help me in the long run once I can overcome my insecurities and fears. So that's what they're asking of you also, okay? Let's do a divine doors for you to wrap this video up, okay? One last message for my Sagittarius. Sorry if you guys can hear all that background noise. Yeah, it's very loud here. Sometimes it can be pretty quiet and sometimes it's just popping off. But you know what? Maybe Sag, remember I was saying like you are the sign, you know, your ruler is Jupiter and it's a sign of, it's a planet of expansion. And because I'm hearing this big ass plane behind us and now a dog barking, killing me this face. Anyways, what I was going to say is I think it's a time for travel, or maybe you guys are about to travel, okay? And then if you are, just know that you're protected always. And I feel like if you've been kind of on the fence about it, like, no, I think you should take that chance. I think you should go, okay? That's a message I just got for you guys. And this, ooh. Okay, look at this pretty door, and it says Anthony's call. And thanks of my spirit, safe and sound, all things are lost, so can be found. And thanks of my spirit, safe and sound, all things that are lost, so can be found. Hey, if there's any, remember I was telling you guys about fixing shit? This is your time, okay? It's not a done deal. Remember, like I told you that, remember we were looking at that girl with the 10 swords, like how she's like kind of floating on that shit, like she still has a chance to live. There's still a chance to fix things. There's still a chance to make things right. There's still a second chance for you to start again, okay? Thank you so much, Sagittarius, for being here. I hope you guys enjoy you guys reading, and I hope to see you guys soon. Thank you again, and take care.